8 greatest loan signings in football history. Loan transactions are exceedingly captivating. It is typically an agreement that results in temporary satisfaction for all parties. Fans typically do not anticipate as much from loan signings due to their temporary nature. However, there are instances in which they have exceeded expectations. Here are the 8 most significant loan transfers in the annals of football. Number 1. Jesse Lingard to West Ham. Man, you simply had to be present. Lingard had been languishing on the sideline at Manchester United for years. In January 2021, he decided to transfer to West Ham on loan to reconnect with his former manager, David Moyes. The experience was nothing short of cinematic. It was his debut against Aston Villa that marked the beginning of a highly successful tenure at the London club, as he scored a brace. During his 5-month loan period, he contributed 13 goals in 16 appearances. This implied that he scored more goals for West Ham than he ever did in a single season for Manchester United. In April 2021, Lingard was so impressive for West Ham that he was awarded the Premier League Player of the Month and Goal of the Month. In addition to his on-field accomplishments, Lingard exuded an infectious energy. The goal celebrations were a testament to the extraordinary manner in which he united the dressing room. The fans desired for him to sign a permanent contract with them, and in reality, that is what Lingard should have done. However, he opted to return to United and subsequently to Nottingham Forest. Given that he is currently in South Korea, it is evident that this was not a wise decision. However, we will never forget the 5 months that Lingard spent at West Ham, irrespective of the circumstances. Number 2. Romelu Lukaku's tenure at West Brom. In 2012, he was loaned to West Brom due to his difficulty in securing game time after becoming a Chelsea player in 2011. He scored in his official debut for the club and thereafter appeared to be inexhaustible in his scoring efforts. He ended that season by surpassing every Chelsea player in terms of goals scored, which served as a significant rebuke to the club for its lack of confidence in him. In 35 Premier Division appearances for West Brom, he scored 21 goals and was the 6th highest goal scorer in the division. Although it was an exceptional season, it is not even the Belgian's most noteworthy loan period. Might you be able to determine which of his loan periods was more significant than the one at West Brom? Try your hand at it in the comments. We will verify your accuracy at a later time. Number 3. Kevin De Bruyne to Werder Bremen. De Bruyne, like Lukaku, encountered difficulties in securing playing time at Chelsea and was ultimately required to be loaned to Werder Bremen in 2012. In 33 Bundesliga appearances that season, he demonstrated his capabilities by directly contributing to 19 goals. Dortmund and Leverkusen expressed interest in signing him following his highly successful season in Germany. However, Mourinho maintained his commitment to Chelsea, resulting in inadequate game time. Therefore, the following year, De Bruyne returned to the Bundesliga and completely decimated it, which compelled Manchester City to make an offer. And the rest, as they say, is history. One could contend that De Bruyne's subsequent development into one of the most accomplished midfielders in the annals of the Premier League at Manchester City is a consequence of his 2012 loan to Werder Bremen. This loan spell is rendered even more extraordinary when expressed in this manner. Number 4. Toni Cruz to Bayer Leverkusen. The club decided to send him out on loan to acquire first-team experience as he had recently been promoted from the Bayern Munich youth system. Cruz demonstrated remarkable maturation in his game even though he had only recently turned 19 when he relocated to Bayer Leverkusen. He was one of the club's most significant players despite his youth, and he contributed 21 goals in 33 Bundesliga appearances during the 2009-2010 season. During his loan stint at Leverkusen, he was awarded 2 Bundesliga Player of the Month awards and placed in the Bundesliga Team of the Season. Bayern immediately recognized this and promptly reinstated him in the first team, and he has never looked back. In 2013, he assisted the club in winning the Champions League. Subsequently, he transferred to Real Madrid, where he achieved numerous additional victories. Number 5. Chicharito to Real Madrid. In 2014, the Mexican center-forward relocated to Real Madrid on loan after experiencing difficulty in securing playing time at Manchester United. In 22 La Liga appearances that season, he would contribute 14 goals. Additionally, the majority of those appearances were made from the sideline. In reality, he only appeared in 7 league games that season. 14 goal contributions in 7 starts is simply astonishing. Afterward, in the Champions League, he scored the sole goal of the quarter-final match against Atletico, which advanced Madrid to the semi-finals. Chicharito departed Spain with a FIFA Club World Cup medal and the La Liga Goal of the Month award. It was an exceptionally enjoyable period. Number 6. Everton acquires Romelu Lukaku. He was contracted out to Everton after missing the deciding penalty for Chelsea in the 2013 UEFA Super Cup game against Bayern Munich after coming off the bench. and this turned out to be a boon in disguise as he was exceptional for the Toffees. In 31 Premier League appearances for Everton, he scored 22 goals, including a winning goal on his debut, a brace on his home debut, a goal and an assist against Arsenal, and a memorable brace in his first Merseyside derby. He accomplished all of this despite being sidelined for some time due to an injury. Everton did not hesitate to acquire him after a loan spell of such exceptional quality. They acquired him for £28 million from Chelsea, a club record at the time. And he would ultimately justify the fee as he would develop into one of the league's most exceptional attackers during his tenure at Everton. In 2017, his performances at Everton secured him a lucrative transfer to Manchester United. However, the transition was unsuccessful. Number 7. Carlos Tevez to Manchester United. Tevez' tenure at United was so successful that it is frequently overlooked that he was on loan for those 2 years. In 2007, he transferred from West Ham to Manchester United on a 2-year loan. If Lingard's loan were a film, this one was a 22-episode epic series. Tevez contributed 48 goals in 99 appearances for Manchester United during the 2 years, and he assisted the team in securing 2 Premier League titles, 1 League Cup, 1 FIFA Club World Cup, and 1 Champions League. In fact, during his 2 years at the club, he assisted the team in reaching back-to-back Champions League finals. In conclusion, is the loan of Carlos Tevez to Manchester United the most significant loan signing in the history of football? What are your thoughts? Number 8. Salo to Real Madrid. It was a fantasy come true for him when he joined Real Madrid on loan in 2023, following Espanyol's relegation. He would ultimately contribute 20 goals across all competitions. However, his narrative was significantly more extensive. In that single year, Salo's aspiration was realized. He was a lifelong Real Madrid supporter who had previously experienced an unsuccessful period at the club. However, he returned on loan and, with the help of his 2 late goals against Bayern Munich, single-handedly propelled the team to the Champions League final. Salo was instrumental in Madrid's victories in the Spanish Super Cup, La Liga, and the Champions League. During that loan period, he was summoned to represent Spain, with whom he ultimately emerged victorious at the Euros. He endured an exceptionally difficult season. We intended to include Kylian Mbappe in this list. However, it is important to acknowledge that the loan from Monaco to PSG was purely for accounting purposes. He was certain to sign with the club permanently. Are there any additional noteworthy loan transfers that you are aware of? Please provide a detailed account of them in the remarks section. If you found this video to be enjoyable, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Additionally, enable the bell notification to ensure that you are updated on any new content. I will see you at the subsequent event. Goodbye.